that are, you know, on their journey or road to success, and they're just around the wrong people or in the wrong crowds, or they have bad habits. They don't have the right things that are keeping them on the right track, you know. And for me, years ago, I wasn't going to the gym. I was around the wrong people. I was growing up in a shit neighborhood, and I was just surrounded by shit, pretty much. Like, I had to leave to finally become the version of myself today that I am happy with. I'm not satisfied. I definitely have a lot to improve on and a lot to work on, but I'm definitely a much better man than what I was 3 or 4 years ago. If you did know me, like, I was a wreck. I was an absolute wreck. I was on drugs. I was on alcohol. I used to do everything. I used to spend all my money on weed and stuff and smoke it every day, all day. I used to just play games and never leave my room. And it was such a shit lifestyle, you know. I didn't realize it at the time. I thought I was living life and I was enjoying it, but truly, I just wasn't getting anywhere. I was just going to be stuck in that same rut for like 20, 30 years, and I'll never wake up, which most people don't wake up, man. Most people, or they don't want to wake up, you know. Not everyone wants to live a path where you're working towards something extremely great. Like that, just every day you wake up, you're so excited. You're excited, you know. And I wake up every day, I'm fucking excited for what I'm working on, things that are coming up, what's going on next, you know, the business that I'm working on. And I am genuinely excited. And I hope other people can feel this at some point in time in their life. But as I said at the start of the video, most men are lost. You know, they don't know what they're working towards. They don't know what their goals are. They're surrounded by the wrong people. And that's okay. You know, you don't always have to have it figured out, man. I didn't have it figured out for so many years. And it wasn't until I came to Australia and met all these people, seen the hustle culture over here, how much money there was to be made, and all of those sort of things kind of contributed towards where I am now, where I'm fucking killing it. Like, I feel like I'm killing it, and still a lot to work on, obviously. The business is doing good, social media is doing good, and I know it's just the start. There's still so much more to come, you know, and I am extremely excited about what the future holds, and I want to be able to help people that are lost, that don't know where they want to be in life, that haven't got the right pathway in front of them, because to me it is so important to share my message, share what I've been through to other people and make them realize, fuck, okay, he can do it, I can do it. Because that is literally the thing. There was one day a switch just switched in my head, and it was like, I am not living like this anymore. I am not going to be a fat slob, drink, smoke drugs, be an absolute nuisance to society. Like, there was a switch that just flicked that. And if I can help men or women flick that switch, you know, to me, that'll be fucking amazing. It feels so good, because I'm telling you, life feels so much better after that fucking switch is flipped. That is just the best way to put it. You know, most people are lost these days, and it sucks. It truly sucks. You know, and whether it's a career that you're working towards or a business that you're working towards, where you want to live, all of those sorts of things, like, go travel. Go understand who you are as a person. Go put yourself in sticky situations that you just don't think you could come out of. Because at the end of the day, when you're in your 20s and you've got to risk it all. Go out there, risk, take all the risk you possibly can. You are at the perfect age to be able to take risk. It's not even funny. Like, you have no responsibilities. You have no family around. Well, maybe you have family around, but what I'm meaning is no girlfriend, no wife, no kids, all of those sorts of things. You're free. Go out there, explore the fucking world, see what you're capable of, see what you can do, understand what you can handle. It is a fucking great thing, I'm telling you. Like, I came to Australia And I finally have figured out, holy fuck, bro, I can handle so much more than what I was handling back home. Back home, I was just living a real boring, plain lifestyle that didn't excite me. And now I'm excited. Now I'm extremely excited, you know? And it does take a little bit of time. Like, it's been an 8-year grind since I left school and worked in this industry and built a business towards the industry that I'm working in. So it hasn't been like, 1 or 2 years where the social media has popped up and it's just kind of worked and the business is doing well and all of these sorts of things. It hasn't been like that. It's been an 8-year grind. Like, I've worked in this industry and I've put my name out there and I've met lots of people and I've built my confidence up. I've built myself up over 8 years. That's how long. I was just fortunate enough to be able to find a career when I was 15 years old and absolutely love it. Cranes, working with cranes, I loved it. And for 8 years I've stuck with it. And it's taken me all over the fucking joint. You know, I've travelled to Australia, I've travelled all over New Zealand and I've worked in these places. But, man, I was lost for 5 years while I was working that job. I was lost. It was building me up as a character and who I was as a human being. But I was fucking lost, man, especially in New Zealand. And that's why at the start of this video I was talking about kind of what happened to where I finally stopped being lost was that I moved countries. I literally left New Zealand, left my hometown, left my family, all of that, and just started fresh somewhere, you know. Go do that. If you're lost and you don't know where you want to be, or you just go give it a crack. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You go to zero again, you got to move back home, but you got a cool story to tell. You moved over to fucking Indonesia for half a year, or Thailand, or Japan, or something, and you went and worked over there, you know. Like, my mother, she lived in Japan for 6 years. So when she was 20, she moved over to Japan. And when I was 20, I moved over to Australia. My mum's done very well, investment-wise, all of that sort of thing, you know, houses and whatnot. For a single-parent income, she's done very well. And, man, I did the same thing, but in a different kind of way. She went there and travelled and enjoyed herself. I came over here and I just worked. I worked my ass off. I built a business. I am soon to be building a clothing brand, other things as well. And it just fucking excites me, man. There's so much around the corner that I'm just truly excited for. But it wasn't until I left everything behind, created a whole new version of myself where I was actually happy with myself, you know, trying new things, making new skills, meeting new people, getting out of my comfort zone. Like, it got to the point where I was so confident in myself and I was so happy in myself where I just go up to women and approach them, and I never used to be able to do that back in New Zealand. Like, I just was sluggish, man. I felt like shit. I wasn't confident in myself. All of these sorts of things, you know. That's the craziest thing about trying all this stuff and moving countries. You know, you finally find out who you truly are. So what are you waiting for? Sit back and not take risk. Take all the fucking risk you can. Like, find who you are as a human being. Understand yourself. Become the best version of yourself. And don't be lost. Stop being another lost person. There's no need for that. You don't have to figure it out overnight. You have to figure it out eventually. Otherwise, you're going to stay where you are now and you'll never be truly happy.